Morning, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties that have been taking place with the internet and shul, which is why the Parsha class was not recorded last night. I do plan on recording it today. And this morning's Mishna I couldn't record in shul, again, because of the internet problems, so I'm doing it right now. Again, I apologize for the inconveniences. Good morning. Chodesh Tov, good Chodesh. We're learning Mishnah is Tainus. Perek Gimel, chapter 3, Mishnah Tes, Mishnah 9. Hayu mis'anim v'yardu lehem kshamim. Let's say they were fasting, and then it rained. Kaidim anei tzacham, before the sunrise. So as we learned previously, there were certain times where the fast for rain would begin in the morning. Sometimes it already began in the evening. Now, even if it begins in the morning means it begins at what we call Amar Shachar, at dawn. So we have here a case where they were fasting. They were fasting either after dawn or from the night before, and it rained before sunrise. So their prayers have been answered. Lo yashlimu. In that case where it rains before sunrise, they don't complete the fast. La'acharnei tzachama. But if, let's say, it rains after sunrise, yashlimu, then they have to finish the fast. The Mishna is saying that even if they begin to fast earlier than the sunrise, at sunrise, that's when it's considered that the fast has really begun. Why is that? Because we don't consider a communal fast, a Tainus Tzibur, really beginning until a meal is skipped. And since the earliest meal that people may eat, meaning sunrise was a point where, as they bring down here in the notes, laborers would eat their first meal of the day. They would eat it by sunrise. So that means that when it's a fast day, they're skipping their meal at sunrise. So since we're at a point where some people have skipped their meal because of the fast, that's called the fast has really begun. Once the fast has really begun, then you have to finish it. So therefore, if it rains before the sunrise, that means it rained before the fast really begun, then you have to finish the fast. But if it rains after sunrise, which is the point where the fast has really begun, then we say once the fast has begun, you got to finish it. That's the first opinion of the Mishnah. Rabbi Eliezer says, if it rains before midday, you don't finish the fast. If it rains after the fast, then they have to complete it. According to Rabbi Eliezer, he agrees with the concept that the fast has not really begun until a meal has been skipped. But he says you got to follow the majority of people. You got to follow once the majority of people have skipped the meal because of the fast, that's called the fast has begun. And in the times of the Mishnah, most people ate their first meal at midday. And therefore, if it rains after midday, they've skipped their first meal of the day. Most people have skipped their first meal of the day. That means the fast has really begun. The fast has to be completed. But if it rains before midday, which is before the fast has really begun, then we say you don't have to finish it. The halacha follows Rebbe Lerz's opinion. And now the Mishnah supports that with the following story. Ma'aseh shegazru tainus balad. It once happened that they decreed a fast because of lack of rain in a city called Lod. And it rained before midday. Omar lahem Rabbi Tarfon, the sage Rabbi Tarfon said to them, go out, eat and drink, and make a holiday, make a day of feasting because of the rain. And they went, and they ate and they drank and made a festive holiday. And then in the afternoon they came, and they read the great Hallel. Now, so the first point here is that you see from this story that it was because it rained before halachic midday, because of midday, that's why he said you don't have to finish the fast. So you see that's the opinion of Rebbe Eliezer. Clearly it rained after the sunrise, and still he told them not to finish it. So you see that the halacha follows Rebbe Eliezer. If it rains before midday, that's when we say you don't have to finish the fast. Now, added to this is the fact that the people, after they ate and drank, went and read Hallel Hagadol. Hallel Hagadol is not the Hallel that we recite as we did today by davening on Rosh Chodesh, or we do by davening on Yantif. Hallel HaGadol is actually a chapter in Tehillim, 136, Kuf Lamed Vav, and we say it every Shabbos. It's that long list of Ki L'Olam Chasto, Ki L'Olam Chasto. It starts Halul Hashem Ki Tov, Ki L'Olam Chasto, Hodul Adonai Adonim Ki L'Olam Chasto, and a whole bunch of lists of things that we say Ki L'Olam Chasto. Now that's a chapter in Tehillim. It's called Hallel HaGadol because there are times that we read it as a Hallel, as a song of praise to Hashem. And it's called the Hallel HaGadol, the great Hallel, because in it we recite the words, Noisein lechem l'chol basar. He gives bread, he gives food to all flesh. Ki l'olam chaste, for his kindness is eternal. Because it talks about thanking Hashem for food, therefore it's called the Hallel HaGadol, the great Hallel. We recite Hallel HaGadol on the night of the Seder. That's the Hallel that we say. We say the regular Hallel, but we also say Hallel HaGadol. And here, when the drought is over, they also say Hallel HaGadol. Now that they have the drought is over, they'll be able to have food as we praise Hashem in Hallel HaGadol. No, he's saying lechem l'chol basar. He gives food for all flesh. Ki l'olam chaste, for his kindness is eternal. The Bartanura points out that Rabbi Tarfon didn't mention that to them. He just told them to go eat, and they understood that after they ate to come back and to say Hallel HaGadol, because they understood that if they're going to be thanking Hashem with the recital of Hallel HaGadol, they want to really recite it with the true joy to give thanks to Hashem while reciting Hallel HaGadol for the food that they're going to have. Therefore, therefore they ate first. They ate and drank, and they were satisfied, and then basically on a satisfied stomach, in a good mood, they'd be able to recite Hallel with the highest level of joy to thank Hashem for the end of the drought and for the food that He will give them. Have a wonderful day. Chodesh Tov, a good Chodesh.